Hey there, and welcome to From Nine to Thrive. I'm Michelle O'Connor, your guide on this fun and slightly rebellious journey to escape the 9 to 5 grind and build a life you actually love. Whether you're stuck in a cubicle dreaming of freedom, running a side hustle, or just wondering if there's more to life than Zoom meetings and office coffee, this podcast is for you. Each week, we'll dive into tips, strategies, and real life stories to help you leave the grind behind and create a business that works for you, not the other way around. And because we don't take ourselves too seriously around here, expect a few laughs along the way. Oh, and every now and then we'll bring on some inspiring guests who've been there, done that, and are here to share their secrets to success. So grab your coffee, your wine, or whatever fuels your fire. This is From Nine to Thrive, where we're ditching the grind and designing the dream. Let's get started. Welcome to today's episode. It is Freedom Friday. And today we're trading the snow and chilly temps. I'm telling you, it's 20 degrees here for something much more magical. Disney. But not just any Disney adventure. We're resort hopping, exploring for free, and indulging in some warm, sugary, Mickey-shaped beignets. And yes, this is more than just about Disney. It's about expanding our ideas of freedom, dreaming big, and imagining all the places we want to visit one day. Grab a cozy drink and let's dream about a little magic together. Hey, everybody. It is Freedom Friday, and I am Michelle with From Nine to Thrive. And welcome back to another episode. And we talked about how these episodes are going to be all about different ways that we can live our lives, maybe destinations, things to think about, inspire us, add to those dream boards. And today it is cold where I am. It's about 20 degrees and it's snowy outside. And I was wishing I was back in Florida, specifically at Disney. I'm a Disney fan, Disney fanatic, and all of that. But one of my favorite things to do over at Disney, I'm going to catch you on this one, it's free, is to wander around and then go resort hopping. It doesn't cost anything to go visit the resorts, and there's nothing more magical and transporting you into a different space than going into these themed resorts and it just taking in the vibe. It's a lot like walking down the Vegas Strip and you go into all the different hotels that are all themed. Disney does it and they do it over the top with the stories. But one of my favorite trips to do is when you get into Disney Springs, you go back around and there is transportation via boat to Port Orleans Resort. And first and foremost, you go there because the boat ride, it's fun, it's free, but then you get over to Port Orleans and you get to experience and have beignets, fresh, hot, wonderful, sugary beignets. So those are one of my favorite things. And then in usually Thursday through Sunday, you can go stop in at the jazz club and listen to live jazz. There's nothing more magical than doing all of that. But let's talk about it. So in Disney Springs, back around the marketplace, so you're going to be back around where the Earl of Sandwich is, and then you come in that direction from the resorts. There is the entrance on that side of the marketplace. You can head over, and there's a boat ramp that you can take. And then there are boats that take you over to Old Key West, to Sarasota Springs. So just watch the signage. If you get lost, there's always cast members around that are going to help you get where you need to go. But plan a trip, you can go over there and you hop on this boat and it takes you around this man-made river, the Sassagoula River, and you can see the treetop resort. It's this really funky little villas that look like little tree houses. And it's kind of cool to go down through and wander there. You can stop in and these boats will take you over to Old Key West. And that is an amazing resort. You've got Olivia's over there. You can go have conch fritters. It sits on the back end of a golf course. The Gurgling Suitcase is over there. So if you're interested in going and having a few adult cocktails, you can go do that. But there's some beautiful views as you go down along the river of Sarasota Springs Resort and, like I said, Old Key West. And you anymore because of how many people are in town and just managing the traffic, you can't just drive into these resorts anymore unless you have like a dinner reservation. But if you want to go explore these resorts, my advice is hop over to Disney Springs. It's free parking. And then you can resort hop from over there. It takes like depending on how many people are on the boat, depending on how many stops you make, it could take 15, 20, 30 minutes to get there. But it's just about the ride and being on the water. And if you're a person that really truly loves to just explore different things, going different directions, I think this is a great thing to do. Now, I'm a fair weather girl. I don't do it if it's pouring down rain or anything like that. I always plan these kind of trips and everything around the nice weather. But there's a couple cool things about Port Orleans Resort. Keep in mind there are two resorts over there. You have the French Quarter, which is styled after New Orleans. You've got all the wrought iron. You walk into the main lobby, and it just looks like New Orleans. And then you have Riverside. It's more of a rustic charm, and it has its own feel and vibe. But what I really like about the French Quarter, and it's the beignets. You walk in, and they have the cafe there. They serve up the most amazing, warm, Mickey-shaped beignets that are just doused in powdered sugar. And they're absolutely wonderful. And then around the corner is Scat Cat Cafe. And Thursdays through Sundays, usually start around 7 o'clock, they bring in a live jazz band. And it's this cozy place, and there's not a whole lot of tables in there. But honestly, it's not a place that gets packed a lot. It's a little off the beaten path. A lot of people don't know about it. So if you're looking for places to explore and go to that isn't going to be heavily crowded, I suggest heading over there. And of course, if you're then wanting to maybe explore and get a beignet in the mid morning and then hop on over, you can always take a bus and transportation over to Animal Kingdom or Disney's Hollywood Studios, and they have ferries that go that direction and buses and all that. That is the one thing that Disney. One of the one things that Disney does really well is transportation. So you never really have to worry about trying to get somewhere. There's always a way to get somewhere. Obviously, if you're not staying at Port Orleans and you have the ability to pick and choose when you're going to explore it and take this boat ride over, late afternoon or early evening's probably going to be your best bet. You're going to avoid a lot of the crowds because keep in mind, people who stay there are probably going to be taking the boat out to head out to Disney Springs for dinner and things like that. Just watch the directions and when they're going. If you have any questions, there's always either signage or somebody there to answer your questions. There are so many cool picture opportunities around these resorts that will transport you back to these happy memories. And I know you're sitting there thinking, Michelle, what does this absolutely have to do with From Nine to Thrive? Well, I talk about on Freedom Fridays, it's not necessarily another tip or strategy on what you can do to expand out and make your business successful. It's about stretching our ideas of what does freedom look like for us. And we talk about the fact that this is not necessarily a destination. This is a journey. So along the way, we're going to explore places, and then we're going to put in our mind and on our dream boards, hey, I want to come back here. Hey, I want to spend a month here. Hey, I want to rent a house and really get myself immersed in this area. Some of the places I want to do that in is number one on my list is Key West. I would love to be able to spend more than a couple days down there. And so we're just talking, expanding the ideas. If you have a place that is on your bucket list that you absolutely just can't wait to go to, or you go there every year and you love it, let me know. Say, hey, Michelle, did you think about this one? But here's a little fun fact for you to wrap up this Freedom Friday episode. The Sassagoula River is a completely man-made waterway. It's completely man-made. The boats don't go on a track. They are actual boats. And the river is actually a nod back to the Mississippi River. And Disney used this name to enhance that Southern inspired theming of the resorts and the overall ambience of the area. And so it makes you kind of feel like you're on the Mississippi and down in the South whenever you're down there. Again, it's all about storytelling. And if you're looking for examples on how to tell your story, I'm telling you, there are so many examples you can pull from Disney. With that, I hope that you guys have had an amazing week. I hope you were able to have some of those small wins and that you celebrated those and did some rewards for yourself. The weekend is coming up, and there are so many things that we can do and continue forward on our path to keep on thriving. You guys have a great Friday, and we will talk to you later. Well, that's a wrap for today's Magical Freedom Friday. I hope I've inspired you to think about the amazing places you could explore, even if they're free outings like Disney resort hopping. The idea of freedom isn't just about the destination, it's about the experience and those little moments that make us dream bigger and live boldly. If you have a dream destination or a favorite go-to spot, I'd love to hear about it. Send me a message. Don't forget to check out from9tothrive.com for resources to help you unlock your freedom and thrive in every sense of the word. And oh, if this episode got you dreaming, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a chance to explore new ideas with me. Stay adventurous, keep those dream boards alive, and I'll catch you next time. You've got this.